Good evening. Here as this semester comes to a close, this is the final speech of the semester, the final assignment, everything's coming together. And there's so many of us that are embarking upon new chapters in our life. Some of us have graduation coming up, some of us have new chapters in our personal lives, within our church, so many different directions at the end of the school year that it takes us all. But I can't help to ponder on the past, the places, the people, the events that have brought us to this point. So I want to take you back down a little journey here and ponder and give recognition to those people that I think where honor is due. I want to take you back to where you were a child, that early Sunday school teacher of your early ages that I know we all can pick out and remember, that taught us the basics of our foundation of our Christian walk, that said something to us that stuck with us, that changed our life and set our walk with the Lord from a very early age. I know we can all recall that name for the most part and think of that person. Next, I want to take you to our middle age, where you have our juniors and someone that instilled a little bit of more in-depth wisdom. They made it a little bit more deeper. They brought a little bit of life into it. They made it seem real into our world, and not just about Jesus who died on the cross, but it became real to us. We can all think on that person. Next, we've got that certain teacher at school that I'm sure we can all name that made a huge impact in our life. That teacher that took a little bit of extra time with us. Even when we didn't get it and we felt like we were just dumb and we just felt like we just weren't ever going to make it, she stretched us even when we couldn't feel like we could be stretched. Or he took us further when we didn't feel like we could go further. Those are the people who have an impact in our life. Those are the people who bring us to where we are today. Next, we have that certain youth worker, that certain youth pastor who instilled in us the Word of God, who got us digging deeper into the Word, who brought us into a deeper relationship. I know those youth pastors that came into our life have all put little nuggets, but there's that one special one I can remember that stood out in my mind that really made a huge impact, that took the time to invest in me because he cared about me and my walk with the Lord. That means something. Then you have that high school teacher who doesn't care about what others think, who doesn't care that others are picking and making fun. They just care about you. And they want you to learn. And they want you to strive to do your best. Those are the people who matter in our lives. Those are the people who stretch us when we just feel like we can't go any further. Those are the people who bring us to where we are today. Every chapter has a beginning and every chapter has a close. But every chapter also has a special person in those chapters that make it all worthwhile. And we all can look back and ponder on those people. So this may not be a challenge of one person or two people, but this is a challenge over, think about those people in each step in your life. Think about those people on each chapter. And I challenge you and I'll leave you with the thought, think about that person that I'm sitting here talking about or that you're thinking about. And my challenge would be that one day, maybe someone will be standing here saying that about you. Maybe one day someone will be standing here saying that about me, that I made a difference in their life, that you said something that they can remember. I don't know what was going on or this situation was happening, but so-and-so said this and it stuck with me, and it changed my life forever. It was the turning point with me. Finally, I've got this one teacher from college, even though things were rough in the beginning. He was in education just like I was, and he pushed me. He saw what I didn't see in myself. And even though I started and went 3 years and took 7 years off, and here I am 30 years old, almost finished with school finally, he still to this day pushes me and strives me and encourages me and inspires me. And that means a lot. That drive behind you when you just don't feel like you can go any further because the weights of the world, you've got life, you've got children, you've got church, and then you've got school on top of it. As some of us all can relate to that, he still pushes us to say, you can do it. He's like our little cheerleader behind us. And not only him, we've got the Lord pushing behind us. He's our number one person we should be honoring in every chapter. There's those people he sends, but in the end it comes to him. He's our main cheerleader. He pushes us to do our best. So I challenge you to take the time to invest in someone's life. Say something, whether it's so simple or something big you help someone work out, and touch their life so one day they can say something about you, that you changed them and you did something for them. Thank you.